Hey YouTube! Apesoft has released a Moog Model D app called Mode. As one of my readers pointed out, if we pronounce M-O-O-G, Moog, then surely we should pronounce M-O-O-D, Mode.
I am Worf, son of Moog.
Works for me, so I'm going to be calling this Mode. I like that. That's pretty clever. And let's just listen to this. And that's the init patch. All right, like this is just pure. I didn't do anything to this. As you can see, that the default does include reverb and delay, but I agree with that decision because it sounds awesome. This is just right out of the box. It's sounding great. That is the core synthesis in here. It is the Model D architecture. So we've got these three oscillators, and then it gets weird. And I wanted to show off the synthesis before we get into the weird part because there is some really clever Apesoft specific sort of things going on in here. The first one is this kind of granular thing. Now, it's playing this piano loop. And I can tell it to reset the piano loop every time I hit a key. And I can tell it to jitter around. And that creates interesting little granular slices, right? Like if it's more granular, you could be able to set the size of the playhead and things like that. But this is cool, right? And we can pitch it down and change the playback speed. Or even make it play backwards. You get all kinds of weird tones. When I'm playing it backwards like that, it sounds odd starting off. I'm sorry if you're hearing that thunder. Like, this is the first time I'm recording a video in a thunderstorm, but needs must, right? So, this is really cool. I lost hours playing in this. I've got to make sure I don't do that while I'm recording this video, or else it's just going to be me playing with these things. So, just showing you briefly. We can do some clever stuff, jittering the hell out of it, changing the speed. And you can load up any kind of sample you want. There's some really good default ones. There was one that I found that I liked a lot. It was Ethereal Density. Right, I know you heard that because that just spiked my VU. I really like shaping this down and saying, just do your jittering right here. If we back out of this, we can take that and find a nice filter resonance to play around with. So it's a nice spacey sort of sound that sounds really good in the reverb, and giving it a little bit more resonance is peaking that. So you've got this whole weirdness going on in here. I really don't want to get stuck playing with this, but I do want to show you a few more things that I've done with the default samples. Nope, it's not that one. So here we've got different tones playing throughout the sample. And when you've got the playback area reduced like this, you can now drag it around so that you can find a specific spot you like. So like if I want to go to the right, I need to be dragging from the top one. I can also drag it back this way. Got the just sounds so unique, right? Like I really dig that. But all right, that's enough of that. We might come back to that later. But there's also an FM in here, and this isn't going to take you know, oscillator 1 and oscillator 2. This is just pure sine stuff. But you can set your index and stuff to follow your key. So you could have it fixed where you're just like, oh, whoops, that's right, I got to turn it on. See, when I hit something over here, I'm basically getting the same sound, but in ratio mode, we're actually getting tones. So we can do some pretty clever stuff with this. So we got our carrier and our modulator here. And you can change the envelopes in these. So let's give this the carrier no attack and a decay. So now we got kind of a spooky kind of stab. That was it. Like, that's how fast it is to come up with something just completely off, you know. Like, that was absolutely not planned. I just started playing with things, listened to what was happening, and came up with something that sounded pretty cool. Like, that's just so moody and raw and awesome. Oh, that's right. It's not going to the filter. Duh. I'm like, why is the filter not doing anything? I guess because it's so low, it's really not very noticeable. But, oh well. That reminds me, there's a few ways that you can play with this. If you bring out the menu here for, I think it's settings. Oh no, it's right there for keyboard. Keyboard mode, you got, you know, make all the black notes bigger, or you got this thing. Gives it like even more spaciness to it. I'm really loving that sound that I just kind of made on the fly there. But let's try to make this work with the rest of the regular synthesis. So there's a whole second page here which has a XLFO, and I think I'm going to want to screw around with this. Right now, oscillator 1 and 2 are on the same basic note, but slightly off. And I want to cause the LFO to do this, just detuning it slightly, so that these two saws kind of super saw a little bit. Something like that. So to do that, I'm going to tell it to look at the pitch for oscillator 2 and give it some depth. Oh yeah, and turn it on. It's a helpful little bar at the bottom here that shows you where you are in the cycle. So right now it's in an ARP, which I'll probably play with in a bit, but let's just give this a normal sine wave. That FM bit is actually sounding pretty decent with this. Let's go back here and try to balance these levels now. So that is just sounding so good with the stereo delay and reverb. I'm tempted to try to screw around with this some more. I mean, what the hell, right? This video is actually kind of short. Let's give it some distortion. It's really catching. It's a subtle effect, but if you listen to the resonance, the noise at the end there, you can hear it getting a little gritty. This is clean. That sounds pretty good. The ring modulator cannot possibly make this sound any better, so we're going to skip that. There is a third oscillator that I haven't been using. Let's try adding in a sub square. So I'll switch that to square. God, that sounds really gnarly and gritty. It's bringing all of the things that we've been doing, except for that granular, because I think that's going to sound too weird. There is a poly mode. I'm not sure how this is going to sound, but let's give it a shot. No, that's not so good. I made this way too fat for poly, but you do have that option. This is so good. Oh my god. All right. This is probably going to suck, but let's try bringing in the granular. Yeah, that's getting too messy. Yep, that was a bad idea. God, that sounds so good. I'm gonna stop it there, call it a day. That was fast, easy, and fun. Oh my god. Really, really happy with this one. Well done, Apesoft. And thank you very much to all my Patreon patrons for making these videos possible. Like, I say this all the time, but I legitimately mean it. Thank you very much, guys. This is awesome. Take it easy, folks.
Oh,